got it, dub. Let's get it.
Big dub.
Fever dub, Woo!
Dubs. It's giving sweep.
Man, like what a night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The Indiana Fever didn't just win. They made a statement with a 95-75 beatdown over the Storm.
42-21 rebounds. Double the amount of rebounds in a professional basketball game is complete dominance. 12.
And trust me, it felt even bigger than the box score. Even though Caitlin Clark was not on the floor, her presence was felt in every corner of the arena.
Caitlin Clark, basically night. Caitlin was here, and all the new logo shirts.
The cheer, the energy, that sea of double C jerseys, it's like she was running the show without even stepping on the floor. This win is just wild, because Indiana pulled it off with 6 players on the injury list. Caitlin is still out, Sophie Cunningham down, Lexi Hall coming in banged up.
But the Fever played a complete team game. They were prepared for CC night with all those shirts in the stands. And
this should have been a struggle game. Instead, Aliyah Boston and the Fever lit it up, proving this team's heartbeat is stronger than ever. Fever proved their game is way out of the league.
The backboard, Mitchell comes down with it. Mitchell with the right hand. The offhand for Mitchell.
Good D again. Wow. This is one of the better defensive efforts we've seen out of Indiana in a long time.
Take you right to the rim.
Really locked in.
But make no mistake, this was supposed to be a battle. Caitlin Clark, the heartbeat of the Fever, was still sidelined, dealing with that lingering groin injury.
Well, Caitlin Clark here for the Indiana Fever again tonight, but Indiana's offense humming here in the early going. They've hit 5 of their 6 shots on an 8-2 run.
This was her 16th game out, and every matchup without her felt like a test of endurance and identity for the team. Recently, fans could see it on the bench. The absence of their superstar left a gap in leadership and scoring, and the pressure on the remaining players was immense. Then there's Lexi Hall. Just days ago, she suffered a brutal head collision that could have sidelined her for weeks. Yet there she was, suit up and determined.
it was a collision between Lexi Hall and Gabby Williams. It was like concussion protocol level, like they were both down.
She literally carried the mark of that injury as a badge of courage, refusing to let the team lose momentum because of her own setback. Watching her take the floor, you could feel the electricity. Now imagine Fever's situation. No 200, a wounded Hull, and half the roster sidelined with injuries. They were destined to crumble. But that's not what happened. Instead, the Fever walked onto the court like warriors ready for battle. The crowd could sense it from the tip-off. This team wasn't intimidated. Every cut, every defensive rotation, every rebound was played with purpose, with fire, with the defiance of a squad that refuses to bow. From the very first possession, you could feel it. The Fever were there to win, to show that their grit and unity could overcome any hurdle. And in this game, the team redefines what's possible without its star on the floor.
Masterclass in resilience that has playoff implications written all over it. The Chicago Sky never knew what hit them.
2 names carried this game. First is Aliyah Boston.
Boston just both ends of the floor, beating them up. You know, like she had 27 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and Aliyah Boston was literally beating up Nneka Ogwumike. Nneka Ogwumike couldn't guard her, couldn't handle her defense.
She dropped 27 points and pulled down 9 rebounds, but it wasn't just about the numbers. She controlled the paint from start to finish. Every time the Storm tried to push inside, Boston answered, and the presence gave Indiana the stability it needed.
I think it's great that we're trying to find that a little bit more, especially with Kelsey coming off. And I think that's definitely what we're just trying to do, just find different adjustments to make depending on how teams cover us. And so tonight I thought, obviously with Seattle just fighting over the screen, that means that their bigs are going to be a little bit more over. And I think Kelsey and all the other guards did a great job just finding us in the role.
And right alongside her was Lexi Hull. Just a game removed from a nasty head collision, she came back onto the floor without hesitation and made her mark.
Locker room, back on the floor. What an offensive tap out. A big-time bucket for Lexi Hall. The Fever.
She fought for 9 rebounds, and when she was on the court, she allowed the Fever to outscore Seattle by 31. That is the kind of contribution that shifts the whole game. Aliyah called her the definition of tough. And yep, I'm right there with her. That is the kind of teammate energy that elevates a squad. These two carried more than just the game statistics. While injuries could have slowed Indiana down, Boston and Hull made it clear that excuses don't exist here. Caitlin Clark's effect. And though Caitlin Clark didn't suit up for the game, you'd not know it. Her presence was just impossible to ignore. From the moment fans entered Gainbridge Fieldhouse, a sea of CC jerseys turned the arena into her stage. Fans are cheering like she's running the show from the sideline. It's wild. Like the team can feel her energy in every pass, every rebound, every shot. That's the Caitlin Clark effect. It's electric, almost contagious.
It was a wild night at Gainbridge as the Fever battled the Lynx. The game was intense, but it was Caitlin Clark on the sidelines who stole the show, firing up the crowd and keeping the energy electric all night.
This is no hype. It's the kind of energy that pushes Aliyah Boston to fight for every rebound, as if the crowd's heartbeat is syncing with hers. It's the boost Lexi Hull gets when she comes back after a nasty head collision, and suddenly the arena is alive behind her, daring her to make plays. And it's everywhere, from the banners in the stands to the roars after a tough stop to every high five in the front row. You can feel Caitlin Clark's effect in the air. You can even see it in the way the Fever communicates on the court. Just look at Caitlin's reaction to her score. You really don't get to see such a thing these days.
Oh, open three. Oh, what a sight for Lexi Hull. She has needed that one to drop.
Even sidelined, she's not just missing from the box score. She's controlling the vibe of the arena and the momentum of the game itself. That's Caitlin Clark, y'all. Team strategy. This win was no luck. The Fever's coaching staff made commendable strategic adjustments to compensate for the absences. Here's what Steele Panay White said.
And we've got to roll with it. And you know, we've got players in that locker room who believe in one another, players in that locker room who are as competitive as all get out. We've got versatility, and it's going to have to be on full display. You know, so I think now it's about playing to honor them.
They simplified the playbook that allowed players to focus on execution rather than complexity. And this approach definitely led to a more cohesive team performance, with players like Odyssey Sims stepping up to fill critical roles.
Now clock down to 3. Sims from Clark range. Oh, she baked it in! She can't believe it!
The team's ability to adapt mid-game demonstrated their tactical flexibility and preparedness. This adaptability was crucial in maintaining momentum and ensuring that the absence of key players didn't translate into a loss of competitiveness. Fever's strategic depth was on full display, and it reinforced their status as a formidable team in the league. Fan engagement and support. But the fan base's role in this victory cannot be overstated. The energy in the arena was palpable, with fans actively supporting the team through every play.
The team was riding high after dominating teams during the start of their West Coast road trip. Then Phoenix and Los Angeles knocked them down hard. These weren't just regular losses. These were the kind of defeats that make you question everything about your playoff chances.
This engagement reflects a growing connection between the Fever and their community, a bond strengthened by shared experiences and mutual respect. The fans' unwavering support provided the team with an additional layer of motivation, proving that the connection between a team and its supporters is a powerful force that can influence outcomes on the court. Game analysis. And it wasn't just heart on display that night. You could see the basketball IQ right there.
And we're going to tank the rest of the season for a draft pick? The Fever lineup said, hell no.
The Fever leaned heavily on rotations, but their every action was crystal clear. Aliyah Boston, Brianna Mitchell, and Sims adapted like anything. Their every cut and every pass was deliberate, dismantling Seattle's defense in ways that left the Storm struggling. Watching it unfold, you could see the team's strategy in motion. Fewer players on the floor meant each one had to step up, and they did, seamlessly. The team wasn't flustered, they were sharp. With Boston's dominance in the paint, Hull's fearless drives, Sims' quick reads, everything clicked together like clockwork.
Good job! Good job! Good job! Yes! 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 Okay, really great stuff. That's the most complete game we put together in a long time. We made more free throws than they attempted.
And it wasn't just about scoring, it was about showing their will even without Clark leading the charge. So even on the sidelines, Caitlin Clark's influence is undeniable. And now the Fever has shown everyone something big, that this team can fight and thrive even without their superstar on the floor. So I was wondering, when Clark finally returns, can the Fever take this energy, this momentum, and turn it into something unstoppable? Can they ride this wave all the way into the playoffs and make a real statement? If you're watching this and feeling that electricity, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Because this story isn't done yet. It's just getting started, and trust me, you do not want to miss the next chapter.